Hello, persons of the internet. My name is LeeBreezy and welcome to another video. Now, before we get started, what's that? It seems my pocket-sized answering machine has made a noise. Now, what could this be? It seems I have reached 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. This is a very big moment for me, and I'd like to say, what's this? Appearance enhancer? What could that mean? I might as well try it out. Whoa! Oh man, look at me! Oh, I look amazing! Oh, this is so good. Anyway, thank you guys so much for 1,000 subscribers. I am very thankful. I will be working on a 1,000 subscribers special that will come out in the coming month. If you would like your OC to be a part of that, please join my Discord, link will be in the description and in the comments, and put your OC code in the correct channel. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, we're ranking Hamilton. Now, I really like Hamilton. It is an amazing play. It's well choreographed, most of the songs are absolute masterpieces, and the story just gets you invested. And I thought, why not just rank all the songs? Now, ranking the songs can be risky. Of course, opinions will vary based on who you ask. But you know, these are my opinions, so please take it with a pinch of salt and I will try my best to not anger anybody who has seen Hamilton. Yeah, I know I'm gonna fail at that, but still. So I'll be putting these songs into 5 tiers. The great tier, if a song scores a 5 out of 5. The good tier, if a song scores 4 out of 5. The decent tier, if a song scores 3 out of 5. The med tier, if a song scores 2 out of 5. The bad tier, if a song scores 1 out of 5. And the terrible tier, if... I'm just playing. We won't need the terrible tier. We're talking about Hamilton after all. Also, for the visuals of each song, I will be using animatics made by people in the YouTube community because I absolutely love animatics of Hamilton and I think these people deserve recognition. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get into it. Let's go! We are starting with...
I have an early meeting out of town.
It's still dark outside.
I know.
At dead last, we have Best of Wives and Best of Women. This song is 47 seconds long and is pretty much Hamilton's final goodbye to Eliza. It's not offensively bad or anything. I mean, it's barely even a song. My main problem with this song is that this made it onto the soundtrack, but Lauren's interlude did not. What a wasted opportunity.
When I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown.
Next, we have Hurricane. Honestly, this is the song on the soundtrack I keep forgetting even exists. It's not at all very interesting in any way, and seeing that in this song he keeps on saying he will write his way out of his problem is quite ironic considering he doesn't. This just feels like a completely useless song and is a skip for me. It reminds me of that video of that girl singing about the song from every musical you hate, and yeah, this song is definitely Hamilton's representation for that song. And by reading the comments on that video, I'm glad to say I'm not the only one in that opinion. But hey, it did inspire a pretty great Nas song, so I'll give it a pass.
Destroy his reputation. Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration.
This is more of the area where the next few entries aren't much like songs, but more like transitions. This is the least interesting of the transition songs in my opinion. It's not bad in a technical sense, but it's not one that really has any reason for you to return to it. But hey, it does have one of the best moments in the musical at least.
Hamilton's out of control. We have the check stubs from separate accounts. Almost $1,000 paid in different amounts.
Hamilton exposes himself before he exposes himself. That's all I have to say about it.
Grandpa's in the paper. War hero Philip Schuyler loses Senate seat to young upstart Aaron Burr.
Short and nice, mainly just a setup for Cabinet Battle 2. Nothing much else to say about it.
Hamilton, sir, meet me inside. Meet him inside. Meet him inside.
again, just short and nice. I do like a tension between Hamilton and Washington in this, but once again, it's just a setup for a better song. Let's move on.
Raise a glass to freedom.
Hey!
Something you will never see again, no matter what she tells you.
I feel like this is one of the funnier songs in the whole musical. I just love the chemistry of Hamilton and co. And I feel this is definitely the last song to where Bird can stand Hamilton. Then you see what song comes next on the soundtrack and you completely forget about this song for a while.
Heed not the rabble who scream revolution. They have not your interest at heart.
Oh my God, tear this dude apart.
This is a hit or miss for most Hamilton fans. I mean, I can see why. It's not particularly interesting and is not on the same plane as most of the other songs on the soundtrack. But I do love the way Hamilton comes and interrupts Samuel. All around, it's just a pretty funny song that's just a setup for the king.
Of my war's not a price that they're willing to pay. Insane!
And speaking of the king, out of his 3 songs, what comes next is the weakest of all of them. It's not bad, and the king is still as enjoyable as he is in his other songs, but I don't think this has any real reason to return to it. That being said, it's pretty much impossible to skip while you're listening through the whole soundtrack.
Look around.
How long have you known?
Definitely very emotional and impactful. There's not much else to say about it but this. Dang, Philippa Sue is the most underrated singer in this whole musical.
1780, a winter's ball, and the Schuyler sisters are the envy of all.
This may be quite high for this song, but there is a reason why it's up here.
But what do we have in common? We're reliable with the ladies. There are so many to deflower. Ladies, looks, proximity to power. Ladies, they delighted and distracted. And Martha Washington named her feral tomcat after him.
That's true.
Best few seconds of the whole musical.
When we were on death's door, when we were needy, we made a promise, we signed a treaty. We needed money and guns and half a chance. Who provided those funds? France.
This is a pretty epic rap battle that features figures that are important to history. If you get it, you get it.
Stay alive. Stay alive.
This song has a pretty boring build-up that should make it mid tier, but the second half of the song is worthy of the good tier, so I put it somewhere in the middle.
Pardon me, are you Aaron Burr, sir?
That depends. Who's asking?
Oh, sure. Sir, I'm Alexander Hamilton. I'm at your service, sir. I have been looking for you.
I'm getting nervous.
Besides the opening song, this is everyone's introduction to everyone's favorite assassinator. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men quote them. Don't act surprised, you guys, cause I wrote them.
This is a pretty epic Hey, wait a minute, I already used that joke. Well, when Jefferson and Madison vocalize together, it's pretty amazing.
You don't have the votes.
You don't have the votes. You're gonna need congressional approval, and you don't have the votes.
Words obsessed with your legacy. Your sentences border on senseless, and you are paranoid in every paragraph. How they deceive you.
While some people may disagree with the placement of this song, I feel like Burn is not at all it's hyped up to be. That being said, it is one of the most emotional songs in the musical, and like I said, Philippa Sue is the most underrated singer in the musical. It's just, this song can make me feel, but not every time I listen to it. I will either feel Eliza's heartbreak in the song, or be completely bored by it anytime I hear it. But when I do feel it, dang is it powerful.
Knowing history has its eyes only.
Christopher Jackson's vocals on this are amazing, but besides that, this is just another setup for a song. but the phrase "who lives, who dies, who tells your story" will always haunt me for the rest of my days.
You have no control. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? President Jefferson.
And the song with that title is a great sum up of the musical and the perfect ending for it.
I know him. That can't be. That's that little guy who spoke to me.
I can't explain why I love this song so much, but I think it has something to do with the animatic made by Jasmin McPines. That animatic makes the song a million times better.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the 10 dual commandments.
If I ever have to fight another person in a controlled environment, I want this to be playing in the background, on loop.
Alexander Hamilton had a torrent affair, and he wrote it down right there. Highlight.
This song gives me major Judge Judy vibes, and that is always a welcome feature. If Hamilton would be exposed by any judge, Judge Judy is the most acceptable.
Raise a glass to freedom, something they can never take away, no matter what they tell you.
A good contender for the most underrated song in the musical. The vocal performances are very top-notch, and the song is nice and peaceful, and it's emotional. What else can you ask from it?
We are outgunned, outmanned, outnumbered, outplanned. We gotta make an all-out stand. Hey yo, I'm gonna need a right-hand man.
The introduction to everyone's favorite slave owner. Makes sense. All jokes aside, this song is an amazing introduction.
If not to take deadly aim, it's him or me. The world will never be the same. I had only one thought before the slaughter. This man will not make an orphan of my daughter.
The regret Burr expressed in this song is very powerful. I think Leslie Odom Jr. is the best performer in the play overall. Not only is his voice great, but she can also feel his passion in his acting, and that's always appreciated.
Take a break.
You know I have to get my plan through Congress.
Away with us for the summer. Let's go upstate.
I lose my job if we don't get this plan through Congress.
The last song before everything goes south for our lead. If this song teaches you anything, it's that if you want to avoid cheating on your partner, take a break and go upstate with your wife and her sister. I know this is oddly specific, but if you get married, I'm pretty sure this scenario will turn up.
Pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this, but my God, she looks so helpless, and her body's saying hell yes.
I was surprised at myself for putting this song so high on the list, but I mean, can you blame me? The suspense in the beginning is very intense and pretty much sucks you into the drama. And the moment Mariah Reynolds shows up, you know stuff is about to go down. The song is suspenseful, worrying, and is a downright vibe. And it also tells you that if you work yourself too hard, you will most likely cheat on your partner. So it's best for you to just sit on the couch, grab some potatoes, and watch Hamilton on loop. I'm doing this for you, future wife.
I'm the house, I'm in the cabinet. I am complicit in watching him grabbing at power and kissing it. Washington isn't gonna listen to disciplined dissidents. This is the difference. This kid is out.
Why can't Daveed Diggs be a legitimate mainstream rapper? I'd much rather listen to his rhymes and flows than have to listen to whatever crap Cardi B has been putting out as of late. Who would want to listen to WAP and Up? If you listen to these songs and enjoy them, you are most likely an idiot. And yes, Todd in the Shadows, that was a shot at you. Don't attack me, please. Now for these next 3 entries, I'm going to talk about them as a bundle because I feel it's pretty much impossible to listen to them separate from each other.
With pride, I used to hear him say that someday I would blow us all away. Ladies, I did exactly as you said, Pop. I held my head up high.
I know.
If you see him in the street, walking by himself, talking to himself, have pity.
These 3 songs are the songs that gave me the most tears. When Blow Us All Away started, it felt like another song to steer us away from the emotional roller coaster that was Burn. Then it takes a turn at the end. Then in Stay Alive Reprise, the feeling that a character that we barely got to connect to is abruptly meeting his end is very saddening. And It's Quiet Uptown is the cherry on top of this emotional Sunday. The fact Alexander has to accept the fact that his son is indeed gone, but he also needs to know if his wife will forgive him for cheating on her, is very emotional. It's an amazing sequence of songs, and they are truly underrated in my opinion. And the fact that these 3 songs aren't even in the top 10 just goes to show you how great the music from Hamilton actually is.
Face to face, I have the honor to be your obedient servant, A.Burr.
Seeing Aaron Burr become officially sick of Hamilton's bull is very entertaining to watch, and Leslie Odom Jr. is the best performer in the whole musical. He has the passion, emotion, and acting skills that can make a villain like Aaron Burr steal the entire show.
Hey boy, you got me helpless. Look into your eyes and the sky's the limit. I'm helpless.
This song is just so happy and innocent, and considering the musical it comes from, there is not a lot of that. In a musical with so much serious and heartbreaking songs, this song is a real breath of fresh air.
Yo, every action has its equal opposite reaction. John Adams shat the bed. I love the guy, but he's in traction.
The V Diggs energy in the whole musical is just so enjoyable.
So what did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home sweet home, I wanna give you a kiss.
He is just so energetic and hilarious to watch. He's so infectious.
Angelica, Eliza, and Peggy, the stylist. Angelica, Peggy, Eliza.
Much like Helpless, this is also very happy and innocent. And I feel we need to give respects to the best character in the whole musical.
And Peggy.
Alexander Hamilton, we are waiting in the wings for you. Waiting in the wings, you never back down, you never learn to take your time.
The greatest opening song to anything ever, except Baby Unravel. And I've been working on a parody for this song for the music freaks. It goes a little something like this. How does a douchebag, airhead, son of a rose, and a psycho put in the middle of a forgotten school in Alabama, wearing a jacket with a popped-up collar, grow up to be a singer and performer? That's all I got. Let me know if you want a full version of that. Also, is it a bit ironic the opening song to the musical is the last song I talk about in the good tier? At least it's a good transition into...
One last time, relax, have a drink with me. One last time.
While I said Leslie Odom Jr. is the best performer in the musical, Christopher Jackson is definitely the most underrated. He is just so full of emotions, and he practically becomes his character. And dang can he sing! Also, this is the song that got the second most amount of tears out of me.
I remember that night, I just might regret that night for the rest of my days. I remember those soldier boys tripping it over themselves to win our praise.
If you watch the show live or watch it on Disney+, this is the best performance visually. There's just so much happening, and Angelica sounds absolutely heartbroken in her performance. It is just a great performance all around, and it is really hard to top this. And there are still 8 songs to talk about. God, I love this musical.
You'll be back, soon you'll see. You remember you belong to me.
This is a breakup song for America that is performed by King George. Do I really need to say anything else? This song is as groovy as it is cynical. This is the most fun song in the whole musical and is best to sing along to at parties. Now, here's to hoping that I'll be able to go to a party soon.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot.
This is the song that got me hooked into the musical when I first watched it. It is just so action-packed, fast-paced, and it has incredible rhyme schemes.
Be heard with every word I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough. A shining piece of coal, trying to reach my goal. My power of speech, unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get cold. I shoulder.
It is just an incredible song with so much replay value, and it brings me so much enjoyment. I bet even someone who has never seen Hamilton will enjoy this song.
I come back with more guns and ships, and so their balance shifts.
We rendezvous with Rochambeau, consolidate their gifts.
Now, I can go into detail why this song is amazing, but instead, let me just say, Lafayette.
I'm taking this horse by the reins, making red coats weather with blood stains.
Lafayette.
I'm never gonna stop until I make them drop, I burn them up and scatter the remains down.
Lafayette.
Watch me engaging them, escaping them, and raising them out.
Lafayette.
I go to France for more fun.
Lafayette.
I come back with more guns and ships.
That never gets old.
I am the one thing in life I can control. I am inimitable, I am an original.
By far the best solo performance in the musical. Leslie Odom Jr. just has so much emotion, and this performance proves it. This song just made us sympathize with the guy who killed the founding father of America. Just that fact alone gives it great status.
I am not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Hey yo, I'm just like my country. I'm young, scrappy, and hungry, and I'm not throwing away my shot. I am not throwing away my shot. Till the world turns upside down. Till the world turns upside down.
Who knew that one of the most gruesome battles in American history was also one of the most uplifting and satisfying musical numbers of all time? Every bit of this song is upbeat and uplifting. They know if they lose this battle, they lose the war, so they give it everything they got. And "Immigrants, we get the job done" was just an incredibly delivered line.
Immigrants, we get the job done.
No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened.
This is the best song about not knowing anything. Yeah, strange, isn't it? This song was my favorite for the longest time, and seeing as it is not number one is a bit strange, but it all makes perfect sense once you see what is actually in front of it.
Dear Theodosia, what to say to you? You have my eyes, you have your mother's name. When you came into the world, you cried, and it broke my heart.
This song is the most wholesome thing you will ever hear. The fact that this song is pretty slow but is very powerful just amazes me. It is almost impossible to find a song that does both as well as this. I love this song so much, and it just barely missed my number one spot. And if you are a Hamilton fan and you narrowed it down, I think you already know what my number one is.
Alexander Hamilton began to climb. How to account for his rise to the top? Man, the man is non-stop.
This song not only has snippets of the best Hamilton songs in it, but it also manages to be its own song. And because of that feat alone, it makes it the best. It is well story driven, it is well sung, it is well acted, and it is well performed and choreographed. This song is all around perfect, and the top of my list is the only place where it should belong. Lin-Manuel Miranda, you have made an incredible musical, and I am so thankful you have put it in this world. Thank you so much. And thank you for watching my tier list. I know I triggered a lot of you out there, but you know what? These are my opinions and I don't care. If you like this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing to the channel. And like I said, I will be working on my 1000 subscriber special, so if you want your OC in it, be sure to go to my Discord. And as always, I bid you all a good day.